Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another 2023 M440i coupe, also in Arctic Race Blue, but this one was spec'd for store inventory. We've got something new on there that I hadn't noticed before with a package, but this is the G22 chassis, and Arctic Race Blue, from what I remember, was the launch color of the 4 Series coupe. And it's really like a subdued blue. It's like a blue-gray, somewhere in that range. I think it's really an underrated color. We really should be seeing a lot more of this color on the 4 Series coupe. It's also now available on the 5 Series as well. So we have a few of those coming in. As you can see, we got our standard headlights. We do not have the laser lights, which disappeared from the ordering of the 440 coupe and convertible. I think they might actually be back on, but you also see we have the shadow line package, so no cerium gray. We also have the 50th anniversary Mini M emblems, which are still available for January production. So I had thought they would disappear with calendar year 22 from what I remember from the announcement, but they are still available. Moving over the side, we got 791M wheels, red M Sport calipers, and the cooling and high performance tire package, which for the first time in my memory has resulted in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on the 4 Series coupe. Now the 3 Series, you order that same package. Our experience has been that gets you the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, but usually for the 4 Series coupe or Grand Coupe, it's been Pirelli P Zeroes. So you get a slightly bigger caliper, slightly bigger rotors, and an extra oil cooler as well. Well, it's taken our Arctic Race Blue in and out of the sun, so here it is on the sort of dark side here. But its metallic paint does bring out different hues of this blue-gray color. And out back, M440i badging in cerium gray. We also have a lip gurney flap / spoiler in gloss black, which comes with the shadow line package. There's a little bit more of the Arctic Race Blue. And we're going to go inside, go over the pricing and options. And that'll be it for a quick tour around yet another 4 Series coupe. Alright, so opening up, we agree with Tacora Red Sensatec. And I think this color works really well with the Arctic Race Blue. Obviously you can go safe and go with black. Cognac might work, as well as maybe beige, but I think something about Tacora Red and the Arctic Race Blue that looks really, really good. Alright, so let's hop in on the inside and go over the pricing and options. Alright, so inside, Live Cockpit Pro, M440i badging up there. And regular steering wheel, there's no driving assistance professional package on this one. iDrive 7, you do have parking assistance package. The interior trim is aluminum mesh, which I think works pretty well with Tacora Red and Arctic Race Blue. Center console area, gear selector. No surprise, you notice the adaptive button is down here, which means we have the adaptive M suspension, at least for the time being, until the refresh in iDrive 8. All right, so let's go over the pricing. So M440i coupe starts at $58,250. Arctic Race Blue, another $650. Sensatec is included. Shadow line package for another $400. $700 for the parking assistance package. $1,800 for the premium package. Another $2,400 for the cooling and high performance tire package. $200 for the emblems, digital key deletion credit. Again, if you do get wireless charging, you get the digital key back. And then $875 for the Harman Kardon sound system. $120 for wheel locks, all told MSRP of $66,310. So obviously you can go a lot higher in terms of pricing and options on the 440 coupe. But I think a really good starting point, and then obviously a bonus with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. All right, so let's take a look at the back seat as well. So obviously getting in the back of the car, a little bit on the difficult side. Let me open up the moonroof as well. So this is what you see from the back seat. I'd say Knee room and legroom is actually pretty good, but the issue is going to be headroom. So your head is basically hitting the ceiling of the back of the coupe. So it can be okay, I think, for short rides, but I think for longer rides, taller passengers are probably going to be a bit on the uncomfortable side. So we're back on the outside of the car. We'll stop and take a look at the trunk as well. All right, so kick to open is back on the vehicles. So we'll just go boop and kick it open. So here's your trunk space, which is actually, I'd say, pretty good. You might get some issues if you go with the spare tire, because that's going to raise the floor of this thing up a bit higher, more towards the opening here for the trunk. But pretty good. All right, we'll take one more walk around Arctic Race Blue. It's powered by the B58 inline 6 3-liter turbo engine, 382 horsepower, 369 torque, so very good engine. And let me know what you think about the grills on this thing. Has it grown on you guys over time? Or is it a no-go? I think they're okay, especially with the Shadowline package or even Cerium Gray. I think where it loses out is with the chrome around it. And I think the M3, M4 have done the grills a much better service. It looks a lot better, at least on the M3, M4. But not bad on the 4 Series coupe. Again, it's going to be to taste. And I think the side profile is pretty good as well. But that's it for a quick tour around another M440i coupe. See you at the next video.